countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
The aircraft's profile reveals the full sophistication of its design. The blended fuselage and wing,
Vector 290 for egress. Watch your 6.
Roger, I have intermittent radar contact. Tally acquired.
A close-up sequence examines individual drones within the swarm, capturing the engineering of these small weapon systems in
This is the future of asymmetrical warfare, developed right here at the Integrated Defense Systems Factory. This facility represents the cutting edge of national security, producing the technology that defends borders across the globe. Production lines are running around the clock, and workforces of tens of thousands of skilled workers are turning raw materials.
Which of these three nations is winning the factory production war, and whether that will determine the balance of military power.
Welcome to the backbone of our national defense, the American arsenal. This facility represents the height.
Heads up on the crane movement.
Manifest confirms the titanium shipment is complete.
Crane 12, lower the plates to the marked zone.
Confirmed. Lowering to Zone 4.
Temperature is holding steady at 1150.
Pressure looks good, right on tolerance.
The forging sequence shows the progression from rough forging to precision near-net shape component, as the steel blank passes through multiple press operations.
The CNC machining sequence shows the progression of the machining. America's high automation contrasts with China's volume throughput, as Russia demonstrates multiple paths to manufacturing capability.
The electronics assembly sequence shows the progression of the guidance system board through multiple assembly stations.
American automation provides precision.
The Chinese approach combines robotics with a skilled workforce at scale.
And Russia favors robust design.
X-ray scan complete. Check the integrity metrics. All parameters are within tolerance. The weld is certified.
Alignment confirmed, we are within tolerance.
Roger that. Engaging torque sequence on lug 4. Running final diagnostics on the X-51.
Calibration sequence complete. All systems green.
Power parameters stabilizing, we are clear for shutdown.
Guidance system trajectory is stable. Check the fuse integrity report.
Green across the board. Logging to QMS now.
The engagement simulations are successful across the board. Look at the precision. Flawless execution. Record the results.
Reading on station 4 is fluctuating near the limit.
Noted. Values are within the acceptable range for this phase. Logging the data now for certification.
The vibration tolerance on the starboard mount is slightly off nominal.
Rerun the sequence and check the sensor calibration.
Lower it slowly, Bernard. Confirm the alignment on the starboard side before locking it down.
Manifest check, container 45B.
Seal is secure, ma'am.
Verified, load secure.
Lift sequence initiated, clear the starboard side. Acknowledge, cradle steady at 50 meters, lowering to deck C. Watch the wind shear. Roger that, steady as she goes.
This facility ensures our strategic advantage. The systems forged here are now deploying globally.
Launch successful. Flight profile established.
Roger that. Monitoring missile health. Distance increasing.
Each unit costs a fraction of the defensive weapons required to stop it, making the swarm a cost-effective offensive tool against expensive point defense missiles.
All batteries, weapons free, weapons free. We have incoming.
Launching interceptors, bearing 090.
Threat saturation imminent, they're breaking through.
Цель обнаружена на координатах 45Б. Отправьте механизированное подразделение на восточный фланг немедленно. Скорректируйте маршрут.
Falcon 1, final checks complete. Ready for immediate launch.
Cleared for takeoff. Good hunting.
Multiple bogies inbound, bearing 090.
Launching SM-3, splash 1.
Confirmed kill, engagement successful.
Weapons free on that destroyer.
Taking heavy flak, maneuvering hard right.
We have incoming missiles. Deploy countermeasures.
Synchronized strike commencing.
Missile away. Confirm impact trajectory.
Roger that. Engaging air support now.
As the smoke cleared, the operational tempo normalized. The true cost of the engagement, however, was yet to be calculated.
The factory does not pause for the battlefield. Production and employment are simultaneous, not sequential.
The human dimension of the weapons cycle links the engineer in the factory to the pilot in combat. It is a strategic competition between nations. The American approach leverages automation and precision. The Chinese prioritize massive scale and speed, while the Russians
The global war factory system represents a permanent feature of the current strategic environment, not a temporary surge.
The weapons are deployed, and the strategic competition they serve continues as an ongoing condition, rather than a crisis that will resolve itself.
the geographic distribution of the weapons manufacturing capacity of all three nations, noting that the facilities shown in the video represent only the visible fraction.
This industrial competition is as consequential for the long-term strategic balance as any single battlefield engagement.
Lopez. The weapons race being documented here is not merely a competition in military technology, but a competition between industrial systems.
The journey through this new age of warfare has shown us one thing. The future is already here, and it is relentless.
The race is accelerating, focusing on hypersonic weapons, directed energy systems, and autonomous platforms.
The permanence of this production imperative. The defense industrial complex of these three nations has been built over decades.
Human foundation of the weapons race. The strategic competition between governments and militaries plays out in the daily working lives of millions of ordinary people.
Process. The answer is not simple, as each nation holds advantages. The competition itself, rather than any single nation's current.
The relationship between industrial production and strategic power, noting that the factories shown in this video are not support infrastructure for military
decisions that any government makes, because they determine the military options available to political leaders in the crises and conflicts of the years ahead.
The global war factory race is accelerating. Each new weapon system deployed generates a production response from the others. The weapons shown in this documentary were built in places like this one, by workers like the ones shown in these scenes, using materials